Boris Johnson is planning to spend billions of pounds on infrastructure and healthcare in Scotland in a bid to save the union amid Nicola Sturgeon's calls for a second independence referendum. The Prime Minister is expected to spend the money on new road and rail links as well as treating Scottish patients on English NHS beds, according to reports. It comes as the Holyrood election will be held on the 6th of May, with the First Minister pledging to hold another independence vote if elected. According to the Telegraph, the spending plan will be unveiled days after next week's Scottish election. The paper also reported that Whitehall lawyers have been ordered to fight in court any attempts by the SNP to hold a referendum without the UK government's consent. The Prime Minister is expected to chair a meeting at Downing Street with senior cabinet ministers including Michael Gove and Rishi Sunak, as well as Secretaries of State for Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland next week to finalise their response to Thursday's vote. Some cabinet ministers and figures close to Downing Street are said to be worried about Scotland's election result. A senior source told the Telegraph that the result is likely to be bloody awful. One minister added that the SNP were viewing the election as a referendum on a referendum. They added, "There is no room for complacency. We are in a bare-knuckle fight." Health Secretary Matt Hancock is said to be working on plans to help the NHS in Scotland cope with the backlog caused by the pandemic by treating patients in English hospitals. Earlier this week, Ms Sturgeon was accused of being clueless over the impact of an independent Scotland. The First Minister was questioned over how the Scottish economy would be bailed out of a crisis without its own central bank or currency during a BBC interview. Ms Sturgeon said she would only outline the specifics before a second independence vote. In response to the interview, Twitter users accused the First Minister of being clueless over Scottish independence. One user posted, "When it mattered she was clueless, you could not make it up," while another tweeted, "Nicola Sturgeon is clearly utterly delusional."